confirm CDI mode. So we press the
What does confirm CDI mode mean? What CDI mode are we currently in?
GPS.
Well, it says LNAV plus V.
LNAV
So
plus
the
V.
system's in GPS, the CDI is in approach mode. It said terminal until we made the turn at Banks. Once we made the turn at Banks, it switched to LNAV plus V, and that is approach mode.
Okay. Then for the RNAV, we confirm rain. Do that. Utilities, rain prediction for 1302. Does that make sense? Yes, it does. It's in like 4 minutes. Compute rain. Rain is available. Okay. Maps. Okay. Compute rain and then flight plan waypoints. So we have the waypoints. We have Banks, Clark, Levar.
Yeah, but we want to go into flight plan.
Yeah.
And we're making sure that the track and distance hasn't changed and everything's okay.
Okay. So we have Banks to Clock, we're almost at Clock. We have 1016 degrees at 0.8 miles. That's because we're almost at Clock. And then we have Clock to Levar, which is 015, 3.8 miles, some limits. And then 01 to runway 01, which is our missed approach point, 016 at 1.7 miles. And then after that, we have the YPK missed approach after that. All set up, but it doesn't have any numbers because it doesn't know if we're going to go there or not. Then we have confirmed waypoints. ILS not to be announced. Landing lights as required. Then the approach plate briefing, Morta. So A, approach to the RNAV, GNSS 01 for Langley, CYNJ. That expires February 20th, 2025. To LNAV minimums. Minimums from Banks to Collect 2,000 feet. Then Collect to Levar, it's a minimum of 720 feet. And then.
So what are we going to do? We're going to brief it the way we're going to fly it, right? So when we get to Cluck, we're going to intercept the vertical guidance.
Yes.
No lower than 720 at Lever, down to an MDA of 640 feet.
Intercept the vertical guidance at Cluck. No lower than 640 feet to Lever, to an MDA of 640 feet.
Hi.
Sorry to interrupt. Can you make sure you've got spots held for Kobe? Just leave the rest to me for now, but just consider it booked.
I've actually already put it on the schedule. Okay. Carry on, sir.
Okay. So that's the minimums to MDF 640 feet. Then the overshoot, do not exceed 200 knots, climbing left turn to 2000, direct to YPK VOR, shuttle climb to minimum en route altitude before proceeding over the course. Our, sorry, I missed, our radios, listen to ATIS, 1245, Victoria Terminal, 13, GSL7 is active with tower at 119.0, and then ground 121.9. Nav aids, we have YPK the active, and then the Absurd ILS standby, both identified. And then we also have the GPS set on the approach as well.
So the approach is loaded,
Approach
it's
is-
activated, and we are confirmed in approach mode.
Okay, confirmed, activated, and confirmed in approach mode. O R then T timing. There's no time required on this approach. E emergencies. As for the SOP and flight manual. And then if we lose vertical guidance, we'll climb back up to 2,000 feet to the missed approach waypoint.
I'm a little bit confused, sir, so I'm going to stop you.
Okay.
What do you mean if we lose vertical guidance?
If we miss the glide path.
There is no glide path. It's not a glide path, it's vertical guidance. So how would that happen? I think probably you mean if we lose rain, then we will have to, if we lose rain, we may still have a bar that says up and down, but the newer systems will actually say abort approach on them if that happens. But when we brief this, if we lose rain, we will climb back up to 2,000 feet, continue to the missed approach waypoint, and carry out the missed approach.
And then if we lose GPS entirely,
Yep.
we will request radar vectors up to the atmosphere, ILS.
Yeah. That makes sense. I can understand that.
It's emergencies, then S, switches and speed. If we overshoot, we'll have to take the GPS out of suspend mode.
Yeah, but that's not what we're talking about now. That would be in the briefing when you're talking about the overshoots. So
Mhm.
that's the O for Mortes. In the event of a missed approach, we'll take the GPS out of suspend, do a climbing left turn to YPK at 2,000 feet. Switches, we are currently in GPS mode. That's where we're supposed to be. And speed, we're flying, what are we flying? 110, and we'll fly the approach at 110.
Okay. Switches and speed. Okay. And then say any questions.
No, sir, I understand. Other than the questions I've already asked, I understand what's going on.
Okay. The flying assignments confirmed by flying pilot monitoring. So I'll be pilot flying. And then we're not confirmed set on PFD screen. Which I think that we can't do that here. Right? Then GPS must be confirmed in approach mode 2 nautical miles prior to fixed approach waypoint on RNAV approach.
And we have already confirmed that we are in an approach mode.
And that concludes the approach checklist. Okay, that is the approach checklist. So we can continue the approach. All right, now I'd say, where am I? To the pilot monitoring.
Well, sir, we've got 0.8 to run to Cluck. We're on track. We're level at 2,000 feet.
Okay. Great. And then I have control.
Okay, you have control.
Okay, the bar is getting away from us.
And that was Cluck. They've just switched us over to Langley. Langley, Charlie Hotel Lima's with you. We're inside of clock. We've been cleared for the approach. Charlie Hotel Lima, Roger. Radar identified. Clear to land, report visual or in the mist. If you're in the mist, not above 1,500. Charlie Hotel Lima, Roger. If we miss, not above 1.5.
Very far above the
So is that dangerous? Should I be concerned? Should I be crying?
It's not dangerous, but we won't be able to see the last chance of being run away if we're about where we should be.
Yeah, although because this isn't a DA, this is an MDA, we're going down to 640 feet. We'll just be a little bit closer to the airport by the time we get to 640.
2-mile final runway
The
south.
idea of the stabilized approach is so we don't have to do a whole bunch of maneuvering, step down, dive and drive it's called. However, we do need to keep the track bar in the middle. If you're staring at that vertical guidance, guess what's not going to be in front of us when we get there? The airport's not going to be in front of us. So we can continue to 640 or 100 above. We've got one